They say it's normal, that once you hit 60, struggling to get hard is just part of aging. That the fire fades, blood flow slows, and your best nights in bed are behind you. But what if they're wrong? What if science-backed nature held a secret to getting that spark back? Music fades in. Imagine regaining those strong, spontaneous erections you once took for granted. No risky pills. No hormone injections. Just one overlooked nut probably sitting on a grocery store shelf near you right now. I'm Dr. Mohit Khera, and I've spent over 3 decades helping men fight back against erectile dysfunction, low energy, and fading confidence. And let me tell you, I've seen a single food quietly transform the sex lives of men well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. And here's the kicker. This nut doesn't just boost blood flow. It helps restore your nitric oxide levels, strengthen your vascular system, and reignite male performance from the inside out. Most men have never heard this before. But once they try it, they don't go back. In just a moment, I'll reveal exactly what this nut is, how it works in your body, and why just a small daily handful could be the most important thing you do for your manhood this year. Stick around, because what you're about to learn might change everything. Before we dive in, if you care about your health, your performance, and your confidence after 60, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. I share practical, doctor-backed advice like this every single week. And if this topic hits home, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, so I know how to better serve you next time. Let's start with the real reason most men over 60 start struggling in the bedroom. Spoiler, it's not just age. Section 1, why erections fail after 60, and why it's not just getting older. I've sat across from thousands of men in their 60s and 70s, and believe me, losing function isn't the hardest part. It's the loss of identity. Men come in feeling defeated, embarrassed, tired of hearing it's just a part of getting older. But that's not the full story. Not even close. See, strong erections aren't just about testosterone. They're about blood flow. Oxygen-rich blood needs to surge into the penis, fill the chambers, and stay there. That process relies heavily on your vascular health, your arteries, your blood vessels, and most critically, your body's ability to produce nitric oxide. After 60, this system quietly starts to falter. Plaque clogs your arteries. Blood vessel linings stiffen. Nitric oxide, the chemical signal that tells blood to rush in, plummets. The result? Sluggish blood flow. Weaker erections. Confidence in free fall. But here's the thing most doctors won't tell you. This isn't permanent. You can support your blood vessels. You can restore nitric oxide. And yes, your bedroom performance can bounce back. I've seen it again and again in my clinic. Men who thought they were past their prime walk out with fire in their step and spark in their relationships. And one of the easiest, most effective ways to jumpstart that comeback, it's not a pill. It's not a shot. It's a simple, natural food that's been hiding in plain sight. Section 2, meet the nut. That can help. The pistachio will never forget the day I came across a study from Turkey. A group of men with moderate erectile dysfunction tried just one change, adding pistachios to their daily diet. No drugs, no surgery, just nuts. And in just 3 weeks, their blood flow improved. Erections got firmer. Bedroom satisfaction went way up. That moment stuck with me because it mirrored what I was already seeing in my patients. Pistachios aren't just a tasty snack. They're one of the most powerful foods nature has given us for male sexual health. These little green nuts pack a serious punch. Pistachios are loaded with L-arginine, a potent amino acid that your body uses to boost nitric oxide levels. And if you've been paying attention, you know by now nitric oxide is the key signal your body needs to trigger an erection. More nitric oxide equals better blood vessel dilation. Better dilation equals stronger, longer-lasting erections. But pistachios don't stop there. They're also rich in antioxidants that fight inflammation inside your arteries, plant sterols that lower bad cholesterol, and healthy fats that help support testosterone production. It's like a nutritional trifecta tailor-made for the aging male body. I'll never forget one of my patients, Steve, 68 years old. He was skeptical when I first recommended pistachios, but he gave it a shot, one handful a day, dry roasted and unsalted, every afternoon. 3 weeks later, he walked into my office grinning ear to ear. "Doc," he said, "I didn't think food could do this. No prescriptions, no side effects, just real natural progress. Now, let me be clear, like any tool, it's all about how you use it." And unfortunately, many men unknowingly make mistakes that wipe out the benefits before they even begin. Section 3. What happens when you add pistachios to your diet? After 60, I've always believed the body wants to heal if you give it the right tools, and pistachios? They're one of those tools that surprise both patients and doctors with how quickly they can help the body bounce back. Most men who start eating pistachios aren't expecting miracles. Maybe they're hoping for a small improvement. But what they often get is something much bigger. I've had men who gave up on intimacy suddenly start waking up with morning erections again. Some call me half embarrassed, half ecstatic, saying, "Doctor, I forgot what this even felt like." And their partners? Let's just say they noticed too. But here's the best part. Pistachios don't just improve blood flow in one area. They boost circulation throughout the entire body. That means more oxygen to your brain, heart, muscles, more energy, clearer thinking, better mood. One man in his 70s even told me he felt more emotionally connected to his wife, just from improved blood flow. And then there's the quiet confidence that returns. That unshakable feeling when a man knows his body still works. You can't bottle that, but you can rebuild it one smart choice at a time. And pistachios? They're one of those choices. But here's the catch. Just like any natural remedy, it only works if you do it right. And sadly, I've seen too many men sabotage their own results without even knowing it. Section 4. The mistakes most men make and why pills aren't the answer. It honestly breaks my heart to meet men who've tried everything. Prescription, meds, online supplements, even invasive treatments, and they still feel defeated, frustrated, hopeless. And I don't blame them. They've been sold a broken version of what male health after 60 should look like. One of the biggest mistakes. Over-relying on pills. Now, don't get me wrong, Viagra and similar meds have their place. But they're a temporary crutch, not a cure. They force blood in without fixing the root problem. They don't restore your body's natural ability to perform. And over time, men end up chasing weaker results while dealing with side effects, headaches, flushing, even heart strain. And then there's the lifestyle side. Some men add pistachios to their diet, but wash them down with sugar-filled snacks, processed junk, or alcohol. Others are still smoking, barely moving, or sitting all day. That's like planting seeds in poisoned soil. Your body simply can't thrive in that environment. And let's not forget the pistachios themselves. Not all nuts are created equal. Many men grab the salted, honey-roasted, or oil-fried versions. Unfortunately, those are packed with sodium and unhealthy fats that cancel out the very benefits we're chasing. What your body needs is simple: plain, unsalted, dry roasted, or raw pistachios, clean, natural, and genuinely supportive. Now, some guys expect overnight results. But this isn't fast food. It's real healing. It's not about instant gratification. It's about gradually restoring your body's natural rhythm, consistently and respectfully. Give your body time, and it will reward you, Now let's go a layer deeper. Let me show you why pistachios work so well, what they're doing inside your arteries, your cells, and even your testosterone profile. Because once you understand the biology, you'll start to look at your body in a completely new light. Section 5. Why pistachios work. The blood flow blueprint. When I explain how pistachios actually work, I see something shift in my patients. They stop waiting for a miracle and start seeing this for what it is, a biological fix. And that realization is incredibly empowering. Here's the truth. Every erection is a vascular event. Yes, it starts with a signal from the brain, but it all depends on what's happening in your blood vessels. That's where pistachios shine. They're naturally rich in L-arginine, an amino acid your body turns into nitric oxide, the gas that signals your blood vessels to relax and expand. When nitric oxide levels are up, blood rushes freely into the penis, filling it completely and keeping it firm. But without it, even the strongest desire can't turn into action. And there's more. Pistachios also contain plant sterols, which lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that builds plaque and narrows arteries, blocking blood from where it needs. To go. Lower cholesterol means wider, cleaner pathways for blood flow. Then you have the antioxidants, reducing internal inflammation, often the silent killer of sexual performance. And don't forget the healthy fats. They support testosterone, your body's natural fuel for desire, stamina, and strength. The result? A full body upgrade. Better blood flow to your brain means sharper thinking. To your heart means better endurance. To your manhood, it means feeling like you, again naturally, confidently, consistently. But remember, understanding the science is just the first step. The second, knowing how to use this little green powerhouse the right way. Section 6. How much to eat and when it comes to healing naturally. Consistency beats perfection every time. I get asked all the time, Doc, how much should I take? When should I eat it? Is there a right way to do this? Here's the good news. This method is simple, sustainable, and easy to blend into your daily routine. For most men, I recommend 1 to 2 ounces per day. That's about a small handful of pistachios. No need to overdo it. This isn't about stuffing your body with something new. It's about nourishing systems that are already inside you, waiting to be reawakened. As for timing, I often suggest the afternoon as a midday snack or just before dinner. Why? Because that's often when energy dips, and it's easy to remember. Pair them with a tall glass of water. And if you can, follow it up with a light walk. Even 10 minutes helps. That combo, nutrients plus movement, can make a powerful difference over time. The most important thing? Make it a daily habit. Day by day, those nutrients get to work reducing inflammation, improving blood vessel function, and helping your body rebuild what time has worn down. Now, will you feel something instantly? Probably not. But give it 2 or 3 weeks. I've had countless men tell me they suddenly noticed morning firmness again, more sensation, a pulse of energy they hadn't felt in years. But the most surprising change? It's not always physical, because this one small, consistent act of care doesn't just improve circulation. It starts to restore something deeper. In the next section, I want to talk about what happens to your confidence, your identity, and your sense of strength when you finally realize your body still works and always wanted to. Asterisk. Section 7. More than just erections. A path to renewed masculinity. I wish I could fully describe the look on a man's face when he realizes he's still got it. Not because of a prescription, not because of some machine or hormone injection, but because his own body is finally working the way it's supposed to. I've seen it more times than I can count, and yet every time it moves me, because I know what's really happening. This isn't just about physical performance. It's about personal restoration. Regaining erectile strength isn't only about sex. It's about reclaiming a part of yourself that you thought was gone. For many men, that part is tied to their identity, to pride, to how they carry themselves. When they walk into a room, it's that quiet, grounded confidence that says, I'm still a man. I'm still alive. I've seen couples reconnect after years of distance, emotionally and physically, because the man finally felt like himself again. I've had patients tell me their energy returned, their creativity reignited, their motivation to take care of themselves came roaring back. And it all started with one small but powerful shift, supporting their blood flow naturally. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean rediscovery. It can mean strength, wisdom, and deeper intimacy. If we're willing to treat our bodies with the care they've always deserved. Pistachios may seem small, but for some men, they've been the spark that reignites something much, much bigger. And if you're still wondering, is change possible for me? Let me be clear. Yes, it is. I've seen it firsthand. And in just a moment, I want to leave you with something I share with every man who walks into my office. A message every man over 60 deserves to hear before he gives up. Section 8. Final thoughts. Doctor to patient. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with the same words I give to men who walk into my office feeling defeated, men who believe their best days are behind them. I tell them this. Yes, aging is real, but decline? That's not a guarantee. That's a choice. And more often than not, it's a reversible one. Your body isn't broken. It's not working against you. It's simply waiting for the right kind of support. When you give it what it truly needs: clean blood flow, healthy vessels, natural nitric oxide. You're not forcing change. You're allowing your body to return to balance. And pistachios? They're not magic. They're just filled with the nutrients your body has quietly been craving for years. We've talked about how pistachios can help boost nitric oxide levels, lower inflammation, reduce bad cholesterol, support testosterone naturally. You've seen how just one handful a day, eaten consistently and correctly, can unlock energy, desire, and performance you thought were long gone. But most importantly, you've heard the truth. Feeling like a man again doesn't come from a pill. It comes from within you. So here's what I want you to take away. Your struggles are not your fault, and they are not final. Natural solutions work when you give them time and use them wisely. And most of all, you deserve to feel strong, confident, and fully alive no matter your age. I've watched hundreds of men over 60 transform their health, relationships, and self-worth, starting with something as small as a handful of nuts. Now it's your turn. Start today. Start small. But above all, start believing that real change is still possible. If this video helped you or someone you care about, please take a moment to like, share, and leave a comment below. I read every single one, and your stories help guide what we create next. And if you'd like to support this mission to create more free content for men over 60, consider making a small donation. Every bit helps, and we're truly grateful.